Welcome to the Leonida Keys. And obviously, I am not in GTA 6. I've made my way down to Key West in the Florida Keys. And actually, I'm at the southernmost point in the entire United States right now. Anyway, we're going to be checking out all the different areas, all the different keys, and hitting them up and seeing different locations that are going to be in GTA 6 based on the screenshots, trailers, and even some of the leaks. But we're not going to be starting in the Florida Keys. We're actually going to be starting in Homestead, Florida. So let's go there now and begin the journey to the Florida Keys. I'm in downtown Homestead. Yeah, that's right. We're not in the Keys just yet. This is actually kind of the first part of getting to the Keys because Homestead is on the way to the first part of the Keys. And Homestead is actually going to be in GTA 6. It's going to be represented in the game by Hamlet, which we don't know a whole lot about, but we do know that it's in the game because of this part of trailer 1, where we see this woman with the hammer in Hamlet. Now, unfortunately, we're starting out with stuff that we saw in the leaks. In the street that I'm on, a lot of the buildings on the street are basically represented in the game, and we've seen it in one of the leaked videos where there's a chase happening down the street. So you may not recognize it now, it's not in the trailer, it's not in the screenshots, but you will when the game comes out. So we're gonna walk this street, get a good vibe of what Homestead is like, and we'll get a better understanding of what Hamlet will be like. So let's get started, let's walk down the street. So we're gonna keep going down. I mean, the first building on this street, I mean, every single building on this whole street is gonna be in the game. It's kind of crazy. Like, it seems like they're just recreating this entire street, basically one-to-one. Or, I don't know, it's probably not one-to-one, but it's like, they are recreating this entire street, basically. Let's keep walking. There's actually a park right here that is also going to be in the game on this same street in Hamlet. So let's take a look at this park. Maybe we can see something interesting in the park too. All right, so here's the park, Losner Park. City of Homestead rededicates Losner Park in honor and recognition of 100 years of dedication, activism, and commitment to Homestead by the Losner family. I wonder if there will be an equivalent in GTA 6, some family that's been helping out Hamlet for generations. All right, I've just come across this insane slide. I've never seen a playground with a slide that looks like this. It's kind of insane. I think I have to go down it. I did not, in fact, have to go down it, and yet I decided that I should. I thought that I had a good window to get up there and go down the slide before anyone questioned what I was doing, but that was unfortunately not the case. How do I even get up this thing? I guess I gotta climb up this. This is kind of insane. I think I shot my load a little too early here. Yeah, so that was probably one of the worst things I could have possibly said right before being swarmed by a bunch of children on a playground. Well, actually, I could think of a couple worse things, but okay. Anyway, let's just keep going. Let's move on.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Okay.
Not really that great of a slide, honestly. My expectations were not met. So yeah, that was something. Anyway, let's get back to what the video is really about. All right, so all the way in the back of this park, we have the Homestead Police Headquarters, and this building is actually kind of insane looking. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a police headquarters that looks anything like this before. It's pretty grand. So I'm gonna get a better close-up of it. Yeah, kind of an insane looking building, honestly. I don't know, just don't make it like super tall. It doesn't have to look that nice. It's a police headquarters, I guess. I don't know, it still looks cool. I don't know what I'm complaining about. All right, let's just move on. Let's go to the next spot. Alright, so far in Homestead, my expectations have not been met, actually. Things are quite a lot different than what I was expecting. Based on the one thing that we saw from Hamlet, in the first trailer with the lady with the hammers. You know, based on that, my impression was that Hamlet was going to be kind of like a rundown, very rural spot with, you know, a bunch of degenerates. And maybe that is the case here in Homestead, but I don't know. It seems like a nice, quaint little town here. I would enjoy spending time here. Maybe the hammer lady does too, and she's just here and she hasn't shown herself. We're about to be at the end of the street, and then we're gonna head back and get some stuff on the other side. But yeah, so far, it's looking pretty good. I like it. I like it here. Anyway, let's keep going. As we take a look at the last little bit of Homestead that there is to show off, I want to reiterate that all of this footage is coming from basically this one street, and that street happens to be North Chrome Avenue. Now, there is more that is elsewhere in Homestead that is going to show up in the game, I'm certain, but it does seem like this one street at the very least is going to be recreated in the game basically one-to-one. And let me actually take this time to show you the map that I've been using to find all these locations and give a huge shout out to the GTA 6 mapping community, because without them, I would not have been able to make this video. So if you want to check this map out for yourself, go into the description and click on the link down there. With that out of the way, let's get back to the video. Alright, well that's basically it for Homestead. I'm just walking back to the car now. And yeah, I don't know, same as before what I said. It's like just a nice little quaint town. I would enjoy spending time here. It's a nice town. I don't know where the hammer lady is. I've been on the lookout. We've got a lot more to go. We've got the Keys coming up, so I'll see you guys when we get to the Keys. Our first stop in the Keys. All right, let's go. All right, we have stopped off at our first stop in Key Largo. Yeah, we're in the Keys now. Pretty exciting stuff. And this first location is actually pretty awesome because I believe it's the inspiration for Brian's Marina that we know a lot about. We've seen a lot of Brian's Marina. It's been in multiple screenshots, multiple shots in the trailer, in trailer 2, show off Brian's Marina. We're coming up on it right now. Now, I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to get very close. I might not even be able to get in at all. I'm gonna try. I'm definitely gonna try and get in there. So we'll see. All right, yeah, so I can't go in there. They've got a sign that says no trespassing allowed. And they've got invisible beams, which I imagine might inflict danger and injury onto me. I don't know what kind of technology they've got over here in the Keys, but luckily for us, we've got a couple other spots that we can hit up along this road. So let's keep walking and see what we can find. Oh, and also one other thing. I'm gonna put an image of this on Google Maps. Does this thing not look like Brian's Marina? It does. It's basically an exact match. It's just too bad we can't go in. Anyway, all right, moving on. All right, we pulled over here at this massive tower. It's like an AT&T cell tower, I think. This is a really ugly looking tower though. I mean, it's just horrendous. Obviously not built for beauty. Looks terrible. Anyway, all right, on to the next location. We're gonna keep moving down. All right, I've made it to the next stop, and this might look unfamiliar to you, but it shouldn't, because in game we have a screenshot of this guy, but it's actually a whale. It's this screenshot right here on the screen right now. Yeah, I'm at Rain Barrel Village. It's an arts and crafts, now what does it say? Art and shops gift place. And there is a shop that's kind of similar to it in the screenshot that we have. But I'm gonna go in and see if we can find anything interesting. So let's go see. So I unfortunately do have to report that for the most part, the gift shop here was filled with the kinds of things you would expect to find in a gift shop in the Florida Keys. But I guess it's a Florida man's paradise. Out back, however, there were a bunch of small personalized shops where you could talk to the people making the items, but I didn't end up going into any of them because they all had no camera signs posted up. I mean, I'm sure there were some cool items in these shops, but I guess I'll never know. Alright, we are at the next location, and it is a restaurant. No, this is not a restaurant. This is just a cool sign that they have. A restaurant called Lorelei. Now, this is also in the Keys postcard video, so I'll do my best to try and locate it, but no guarantees. I'll try my best, okay? But anyway, let's walk up really quick and see what the restaurant actually looks like. Alright, so here is the actual restaurant. Now, I don't know, maybe I'm looking too much into this. Maybe I'm making connections that aren't really there, but it kind of looks like the Rusty Anchor Bar. I actually have to interrupt and point out that this is in fact not the Rusty Anchor, because the real life location has indeed been found, but that was a little bit after I had already been in the Keys, so you'll have to forgive me for this one. But the real life location is actually the Caribbean Club, and it's not that far away from where Brian's Marina's real life location is. So I drove right past it and I didn't even realize it. Anyway, on to the next location. But before we move on to the next location, I actually need to tell you about a road stop that I made at a Walgreens along the way, because I saw the coolest thing of all time. There is this police officer sitting in her car in the Walgreens parking lot, vaping like crazy. I could tell that she was having an absolute blast, but what made me realize that she was more than just awesome was when I saw what she had propped up in the passenger seat. Yes, what you were seeing is real, and before I get even more jealous of her, I think we should just keep moving on to the next location. But, I mean, maybe one day I can have cool Labubus just like her. It's only a dream, but man, oh man, I wish it was reality. All right, I'm going to make this quick. I'm going to make this very quick, and then we'll get right back to the video. So it's no secret that it's not exactly the cheapest thing in the world to fly to Miami and then drive to the Florida Keys. So, I've got a little bit of a request for you. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed this video and the previous video I did where I went to Panama City to go and visit Port Gallahorn in real life, go and check that video out if you haven't already, by the way. Great video, a lot of people love it. If you enjoy these videos in any capacity and you have a little bit of extra money to spare and you want to show your support, I would highly appreciate it by joining the channel and becoming a member. We have 2 tiers. One tier is $1.99. You get access to some exclusive videos, some members only content from these trips, as well as an awesome badge, in my opinion. I think it's very cool. I don't know, maybe you have a different opinion. I think it's a cool badge. I think it's really cool. But if you have a little bit extra money to spare and you want to do it and go a little bit extra, we have a second tier, which is the $4.99 tier. And that tier actually gives you access to these videos, these travel videos, a little bit early than the general public. Now, I'm going to be fully transparent with you guys. I don't know exactly how often I'm going to be able to do these videos, so it is completely understandable if you sign up when these new videos come out and then you cancel. That is completely up to you, and I don't hate you for it at all. I completely understand. I mean, in this economy, you got to do what you got to do. You know. Like I said, this is completely optional. The support is greatly appreciated. Even just commenting down below your favorite part of the video, or just saying, you liked it, or just liking the video and sharing it with other people helps a lot with the channel and helps the channel grow and helps the video do better in the algorithm and helps me make these videos. But once again, I just have to say thank you guys so much for your support on these videos. It means the world to me. I absolutely have a blast making them, and unfortunately it does take me a bit longer than I would wish to get these videos done. But it is what it is. Life happens. There's not much that you can do sometimes. With that being said, let's get back to the video. All right, well, right behind me is the Marathon City Hall, and unfortunately, I'm running out of time, so we're not going to really be making any more stops, but that's not the worst thing in the world because we've mostly hit everything that I can kind of show you definitively, and all the other stuff, it's pretty minuscule stuff. I think that getting to Key West in time for the sunset is more than worth missing out on some of the other stuff. So let's speed run there because I actually don't have a whole lot of time left. It's like 5:49, and I think we have an hour and 30 minutes left before we hit Key West. Hopefully a little less. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, we need to get out of here. Okay, so I kind of lied about there not being anything else until we got to Key West, because as you can see here, I'm driving on the iconic 7 Mile Bridge. In real life, this bridge connects Knights Key to Little Duck Key, and off to the right you can see the old bridge that hasn't been in use since the 80s, and both this bridge and the old bridge will be in GTA 6. So take this view in, because I'm sure we'll be doing plenty of missions that will make us drive this route, whether we like it or not. As we come to the end of the journey across the 7 Mile Bridge, there's one last thing I want to point out, and it's this tree that's growing out of the old 7 Mile Bridge. Now, the tree is a pretty iconic part of the bridge, and it has been named Fred the Tree. I have no idea who named it that or why, and I also have no idea if it's going to be in GTA 6, but I don't see why it wouldn't be. The locals seem to love it, and I mean, it's got its own Wikipedia page. I don't know how many trees can say they have their own Wikipedia page. That's pretty huge. Anyway, we're almost to Key West, so enjoy this quick little montage as I race against the sunset to get to the southernmost point in Key West. We did it. We made it to the southernmost point in the entire USA before sunset. I mean, the sunset is kind of happening now, so I could have been a little bit more timely, but I mean, we made it. Because sunset is basically happening right now, I don't know how much time I'm gonna have to actually show off what Key West is actually like. By the way, there are absolutely no pins, no known places that are gonna be in the game from Key West. So it's just gonna be a lot of guesswork. And it's going to be a lot of vibing. Let's go and check out Key West. So we just saw the Southernmost Point monument, but in fact, that's not actually where it originally was. This is its original location. And if you go into any of the YouTube channels or YouTube videos live streaming this point, you'll see it's pointed here and not the spot that we were just at. So honestly, I'm not really sure what happened here, but as far as I am aware, you can't really move where the southernmost point in the continental US is. So I have no idea what happened here, but I will look into this and I'll do a video explaining what happened if I can figure it out. Okay, so I have done the research and it turns out that the buoy that I stood in front of was actually a replica buoy and the real one is either in the crate or somewhere else getting repaired. It just got so damaged from all of the storms that they had to repair the southernmost point buoy and move it to a different point that isn't the southernmost point. And actually, the southernmost point's original location isn't even the true southernmost point, so what's even the point of having a monument to the southernmost point if it isn't even at the southernmost point? Anyway, the sun is setting rapidly. Take a look. Okay, it's not, I can't even show it. Look at that. Beautiful sunset with a wooden crate. I mean, you can't ask for a better view. But anyway, let's actually head into Key West proper. And I'm very surprised to see how kind of dead it is here. There is not really a whole lot of people just kind of walking around. I don't know, I guess I didn't really have a good image or idea of what Key West was gonna be like, but I certainly didn't think that I was gonna be able to walk down many streets without really passing any people, but that's kind of what's been happening. I assumed that it would be kind of rowdy, maybe like a little bit party heavy, I don't know, but it doesn't even seem like there are any general tourists here. So I guess maybe September's just kind of like a dead period for the Keys. I don't know. But anyway, like I said, I want to go around and take a look at some buildings before the sun completely sets and I'm just walking around in pitch black darkness. So let's go check some stuff out. Now, believe it or not, the street that I'm walking on right now is Duval Street. And if you are a little less in tune with GTA 6, Duval is the last name for Jason, one of our main protagonists. So I'm heading up here towards the end of the street. Hopefully we'll see a street sign and I can take a video of it because I feel like no one will believe me unless I have visual proof. So let me try and get that. I found it. Apparently they don't believe in street signs here because they just paint them on the sides of like these poles, these telephone utility poles. So I actually had to look around a lot to find this. So there it is. With the limited daylight I had left in Key West, I walked down a few streets to try to get a better sense of the place, and while there are definitely some parts of Key West that reminded me more of Miami's party scene, for the most part, Key West seems more of a slower paced beach getaway than a crazy party scene. It seems like the place you come to for vacation if you want to relax and take it easy, and I'm curious to see how much of that translates over to the Key West equivalent in GTA 6. Alright, well, it's starting to get a bit too dark to actually film stuff in a way that actually looks nice, so I'm going to unfortunately have to call it here, but I guarantee you there's stuff in the members only video that I'm going to keep filming after we're done here. Go and check that one out. See you over there. And also, yeah, thanks for watching. Or something. Go to Duval Street. Everyone go to Duval Street.